Alright, so a lot of content creators that I've reacted to on this channel have all, to a certain extent, experienced a given game. And experience is not quite doing it justice. They played it and they became plagued by it. I'm of course talking about League of Legends, the curse that is afflicting a whole bunch of us. This time, however, we have Sseth, whom I am well aware was an old League player. Some of his oldest videos revolve around it. Some of them have not been featured on the channel because they are too spicy. But him making a video on League in 2024 is very surprising because the only reason that I can find to justify this is because of the current shortage in ADHD medication. I don't have ADHD, my partner has it, despite the fact that I, with my narcolepsy, could also be treated with the same medication, but that could at least be one of the reasons why he somewhat fell back into the pit of hell that is League. He calls this 4K edition. I'm on 1080p. I don't know how this man is getting away with it because there's clearly not a difference. Let's see. Let's bump it up to 4K and see if there's actually a difference.
Here. What is a League of Legends? That's a very good question. On the surface, it's a MOBA, which is still popular, despite most games ending after top or mid feeds free kills. A snowball of mistakes which start the moment you begin queuing.
He rendered this bloody thing in 3060. He had to. Oh, what a troll.
Win or lose, the only victory is choosing not to play. Each day, I leave a dirty dish on the counter. Each day I come back, and the ants establish a new Silk Road to carry my table scraps. League players are much the same. They're conditioned for abuse and return to their abuser without fail, because they're going to change for real this time.
I like to think that at some point in our life, every individual will experience some type of syndrome. League giving us Stockholm Syndrome. It's at least palatable, because this one at least comes with hookers and cocaine.
Or dashing, a bottom-friendly diet prepares the League player for a lifetime of incontinence, as they get shafted daily by Riot Games. Cum clot going up my brain. I'm gonna die, are the last words of each individual that subjugates their white matter to League. Their lifeless body is found at the computer, and their parents cry as they explain to the coroner that the purple-skinned midget dwarves their son was fapping to was in fact popular characters Lulu and Tristana from League of Legends. And this will be your fate should you ignore my warnings. The big question...
Yes, my second favorite fap material aside from Overwatch. Listen, if Overwatch was the Pearl Harbor that hit the Blender community by making everybody do NSF art of the champions, post, I want to say 2020 League of Legends, because they had the whole champion updates were already a thing to a certain degree, but including that into the gameplay became even more so in around 2021, 2022. That was the equivalent of goddamn Hiroshima for every 3D artist. I mean, shit, the things I've seen.
Question on everyone's mind, is Dota 2 better than... Yes it is. Then again, this is a comparison between playing with emotionally unstable Germans and whoever hasn't been conscripted to the front lines. They're not playing to win, they're playing to forget, because this is their last solo queue before getting deployed to Donbass. Additionally, every dollar spent on League is a dollar spent on the 2027 reunification of Chinese Taipei. Every dollar spent on Dota is another calorie consumed by Gabe Newell.
My obligatory mention of how we shifted our sentiments towards China and the government, because it's not just the companies, from like Blizzard going after Blitzchung and us being like, no, fuck China, and after Genshin Impact and everything else came forth and Black Myth Wukong, we were all glazing China's dick.
But you'll never play then, because all the female bot lane characters are in League, and you'll continue in the hopes of finding a mentally unstable e-girl with borderline personality disorder, so her insane demonic genes may combine with your autism. You will flood the earth with your autistic, non-verbal offspring. The meek shall inherit bronze free, which by that point will be even lower, and the average rank will be Driftwood 5. Son, I have a confession to make. I invested your entire trust fund into based Groy per coin, and unfortunately, I lost everything. Luckily, I still had $500 to buy the new Faker Ari skin. Please, don't rope yourself. Think of how much rope I'm going to be shooting when your diabetic mother cosplays her at PAX East. Unfortunately, we're in debt, and I'm forced to sell you off to a wealthy, charismatic homosexual. Please, forgive me, in the same way that I've already forgiven myself. You can understand the philosophy of this company by seeing which champions they release. After all, they know their audience. Women, for the porn-sick gooners. Women, for the e-kittens dating them. And children, for Jax players. God. Why even spend money on gifting your e-girl skins when you can save 80% by lacing her drinking water with fluoxetine for the same effect? I have a theory about League, and it pertains to all mainstream multiplayer games. Chat filters in moderation.
Is it just me, or does the quality just keep on degrading as the video goes? Like, what the hell is this?
I have a theory about League, and it pertains to all mainstream multiplayer games. Chat filters in moderation don't fix the problem. They only serve to stifle the Aryan spirit. Now, everyone's become a little tattletale, skirting around the rules, trying to infuriate you so they can send their epic report to Daddy Riot. You know what this makes you? You're the same as that one kid who cries to the principal. Snitches get stitches, and if it were up to me, we'd take you to Birmingham and stone you to death in Sharia court. You cannot suppress the human condition. We are the sons of the retards you could not lobotomize. Similarly.
Now that's the saying. I swear, Sseth dropped the ADHD medication this time and went like, okay, so a script went full Bruce Almighty on this shit. Oh my god. This is wild. Yeah. Okay. It's stuck in my throat. Oh. Look, the League and its kernel anti-cheat is a wild thing. But I can say one thing for certain. Last time that kernel anti-cheat was employed in League and made it unplayable, you know what happened? Friends of mine who played League, myself included, somehow got in relationships, touched grass, developed new skills, got stable jobs and stable lives. Like, you couldn't believe it. It was wild. Now, for those of you who might be wondering whether or not you are supposed to like or dislike the comment I just made, I understand.
Vanguard doesn't prevent cheating. The only purpose of it is for Shishu Hongchu, intern at Riot Games, to push a bad update and destroy my computer. You know how you cheat in this game? You make a smurf, and then you're at a level playing field because everyone else made one before you. At this point, there's no such thing as a new player, only a Yasuo main who can't leave silver. Despite this, Riot will never do anything, which is probably for the best, as any decision they've ever taken is always the worst. Come back in a few years when surrender votes start at 10 minutes, and simply thinking of a racial slur activates Vanguard. League is an ontological anchor in time. We represent our lives not in years, but as emotion before and after quitting League. Tyler 1 got permabanned, now he's a father. Video Game Donkey banned himself, now he's pregnant. I got 30-day chat restricted, now I take subcutaneous clitoral injections of 5cc trenbolone, and I've never felt better. League is the demiurge. To break out of this asylum, you must realize there is no lock or key, and we may simply walk away. Despite my critique, there is a purpose to League. It's the best psychological evaluation out there. Forget the MBTI or whatever. We need to conduct job interviews by making the applicant play League of Legends.
Hold on, I need to see those MBTIs. The INTJ stare, that look of pure analysis coupled with a slight sardonic smile that makes people uneasy. Yeah, it does. Makes you look like what are those things called? From the Grinch. Those small creatures. Freaking nasty.
BTI or whatever. We need to conduct job interviews by making the applicant play League of Legends. Everything you need to know about a person's character, you'll learn from watching ranked solo queue. And make sure he's playing a support. If your friendship can withstand League, it's already tested, and we stand as brothers. I rendered this in 4K on my MacBook Pro. Hopefully, the extra effort comes through. The personal computer is a modern manifestation of Solomon's Temple. Leaving a pulmonary embolism on Google servers is the least I can do. Initially, I thought a lot of people complaining
i.e. a computer made to fight God
about audio were audiophiles. These are people who molest music instead of children. It is my unfortunate discovery that after 5 years of doing this full time, that I have been recording audio with an XLR microphone without
adopt.
installing any drivers. However, like a mama bird vomiting my regurgitated food into your mouth, I know what you truly need. So, it has been unfortunate for the listener that I must inform you I've uninstalled them and have no intention of getting better. In fact, I'll make it worse. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild, gang-stalking my enemies until they die. You're all truly wonderful. I have no idea who these men are, and I'm not complicit in any crimes. Your Honor, have a good one.
My dude hard invested in AI and might actually turn his video persona into reality very soon. Goddamn scary. However, I do believe that a cabal of Jewish leaders might be coming after him if he continues that way. But that is something that he has showcased. That's not my saying. But guys, wow. League truly is a scary thing. He didn't just like dig up this video out of nowhere. This is like memories that are living rent-free in all of our brains. He just verbalized them and made some of them a little bit too graphic. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. As always, please do make sure to go and subscribe to Sseth for more fun videos like these. And of course, like and also subscribe if you want to see more. That being said, wish you all to have a wonderful day. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
No.